Well, there we go.
All right. Note to self, I will not start it from my phone anymore because it made me record from my phone. So, all right. All right, welcome to tonight's Better Together. Thanks everyone for joining us. We, what is today? Today is June 20th. Wow, June is going by so stinking fast. So the top 10 from this week's director call. We didn't actually have a director call. So Jason just shared it with us. And any guesses what the top seller still was? There's a hint there still. You can put it in the comments if you want in the chat. But the top selling product still this month is Land of Liberty Warmer. So it's still super popular. Still got a little bit of time to get it on discount before it goes to regular price or sells out. And then Desert Tropics, which is the scent of the month for July. I just got mine delivered today, so I haven't smelled it yet. Then Wild Desert, it's good?
Yeah.
And then Wild Desert, the new warmer of the month for July, is really popular in pre-orders. And then Groot, we all know he sold really fast and then really fast again. Little Guardian, which is likely part of that buy a warmer, get 5 bars free. And then the Whiff Box and the Succulent Warmer, also part of the buy a warmer, get 5 bars. And then Classic Gray, Appletini Splash, and then Country Sunshine. So those buy a warmer, get 5 bars free are still super popular. They haven't sold out yet, which is amazing. So when somebody orders one of those, get those in because they could sell out at any time. But they're still super popular. I've had actually reorders for myself where people got it as a gift and then messaged me and said, oh, actually, can I get one of those for me too? So make sure you're still sharing that, marketing it. Payday's coming again, so people will have money again. And if you didn't know, you can actually use those for your host half prices. So you could actually get the Classic Gray and 5 bars for $15, or the other ones, for like $20, which has been really, that's crazy. So you can offer those as host exclusives and tell them, oh, well, if you host a party, I'll give you this bundle for half price. You can, say $20 or $23 or whatever. So keep working with those bundles. So I obviously, you can tell I'm kind of sick, so I'm a little bit out of it right now. But so tonight we're going to talk about Scentsy Club. And we kind of wanted to ask you guys a question, and you can just raise your hand, but who does not have any Scentsy Club subscribers? And it's totally okay if you don't. Everybody has at least one Scentsy Club. That's awesome. Besides yourself. Awesome. So we're going to talk tonight about how to increase those subscribers. Because this is such an important month, this month and next month. It's really the best time that you can market that Scentsy Club. So is anybody not pushing Scentsy Club? I shouldn't say pushing, but advertising. Is there anybody stuck not going to?
I mean, I could probably be advertising harder.
Yeah. I'm trying to just see if there's anything in the chat. Oh, and don't forget to put your names in the chat so that we can put you in the drawing next week. Okay, so everyone's still advertising Scentsy Club and talking about it because it's okay if you're stuck or not really sure, because we're going to talk about that tonight. Okay, so the challenges at the end. Yvonne, I didn't write down what the shout outs were for this week.
Shout outs. What were they for?
We talked about customer
Oh,
connection.
did anybody share what they put in their catalogs, or did anybody show and tell?
Oh yeah.
Show and tell, share with your team, with anybody.
Yep. I think Kay posted hers and Megan posted hers. I go back and check. So thanks for sharing those. If you didn't, you can still go share those. And because it really helps other people. You know, I didn't come up with my own thank you packets. I saw what somebody else was doing and then made it my own. And it takes so much pressure off figuring out starting from scratch. So definitely, if you shared or you haven't shared yet, go share. And then if you want to take some ideas or ask questions, go for it.
Also, don't forget to share that with your new team members, because you know they're not going to go back and probably see what everybody shared. So let them know, you know, when you bag up those first things from your first order, try this and share with them too. So.
Yeah. Okay, so for tonight's mystery find, I would like you guys to show me, you got like 30 seconds, your most favorite Scentsy bar or Scentsy scent. Go find it.
Run.
It's Casey. Yeah, there's BB. All right, Casey's got hers. Whitney's got hers. Megan's got hers. Can't see anybody else. All right, so Casey was first back. So tell us what scent it is and why it's your favorite.
So this is I'm Snow Over It. It's in my club. I get 3 bars every 3 months just so that I can stockpile just in case it doesn't come back for Christmas. And I love it because it completely reminds me of my Christmases as a child. It's like you can not only just smell like the tree in it, but you can smell the tinsel and the big bulbed lights, and I don't know. It's an amazing scent that just really brings out the child in me. And so many fond memories of when we were little with my mom and all the magic and everything. But yeah, my fave.
Do you melt it all year round, or do you wait till Christmas to melt it?
If I want to, but I will probably start warming it like around August and September too, just to kind of beef it up. But I should, because I have so much of it. But I'm always scared that it's not going to come back, which I think it came back last year, but I did not pull it out of my club.
So that's going to kind of lead us into the first part of our talk. But before I do that, this week, Casey, Kay, and I think that's the only 2 on here. Christy, and I, and quite a few others, actually like 3,400 people are heading to Utah to see what's coming in the next year for Scentsy, or the next 6 months for Scentsy. So Thursday, you guys will be able to see the new catalog for the fall, and all kinds of things coming for the fall. So you'll get to see what's coming back and what's not coming back for the fall. So that is why Scentsy Club is so important right now. So before I start talking and forget where I am, Jen was going to share her story tonight, but not sure where she is. So she jumps on late. We'll make room for that later. But why is now the most important time for Scentsy Club? 2 reasons. Bring Back My Bar, which is right now. These are scents that you can only get in June, right? So if you are sharing these scents with your customers, you are purposely making them fall in love with a scent they cannot have in a week and a half. And in the past, this used to be a terrible idea, right? A lot of people wouldn't share Bring Back My Bars because people would only be able to get it for a few weeks, and then in a month they'd be asking for it, and it was just kind of a nightmare. But now we have Scentsy Club, so if someone falls in love, like I have root beer because my husband's been waiting 6 months for this. So he's starting his own Scentsy Club with his root beer float bars because he never wants to go without it again. And he'll be able to build his Scentsy Club from here on out now. So even if there's only one bar that your customer has fallen in love with, you need to follow up with them on the phone and tell them about Scentsy Club so that they can keep getting their bars. The worst thing you can do is not tell them about Scentsy Club, and then in 3 weeks they ask you for a bar and you're like, oh, it's gone, you can't get it anymore, and now your customer is super disappointed, and that's your fault. So so Bring Back My Bar. And then, like I said, we're about to see the new catalog. So on top of getting, I think they're gonna wait, they'll usually wait until the 1st, but you'll be able to what's that word, like not discern, don't do that because I'm talking, see. You'll be able to tell which scents are coming back and which aren't, because I know the first thing Casey's gonna do is go to that winter section and look for I'm Snow Over It, Snow Over It, I'm Snow Over It, and see if it's in there. And that's what a lot of your customers are gonna do. So you're gonna see which scents aren't in there from the spring catalog, right? So pretty much all of the new spring and summer scents and any of the returning fruity, sweet, floral scents, they're all gonna go away, and then they'll bring out a whole new set of scents. So you're gonna go through your workstation and start talking to those people. Sorry, I don't want to, that's not my part. But you want to start looking at those people of who is in love with Camu Camu. I have a customer that orders 12 bars as soon as the summer catalog comes out, and then she orders 12 bars right when it ends so that she has it for the fall. But what if it doesn't come back next summer? So getting her in Scentsy Club to be able to have that forever. So your 2 big talking points and what you're going to look at in your customer order is Bring Back My Bars, who has ordered them, and the scents they're about to discontinue and who has ordered those, right? The other big perk of or importance of Scentsy Club is the whiff box. Our whiff box is amazing right now. And the only place you can get it for half price is in Scentsy Club. So when you have a $60 Scentsy Club, you get a half price item, right? So you can get that whiff box that's valued at what this month is $57, $60 something. They get it for $30, and then they only get it for pay $15 for it. So it's an amazing deal. So anybody that orders the whiff box, honestly, anybody that's ordering right now, besides if they're ordering like a warmer or that special warmer bar deal, you want to ask them and talk about them and let them know about Scentsy Club. And if you're honest with them and truthful, like we talked about last week, when people start to trust you, you build that loyalty, and you tell them, trust me, just try it one time, and I promise, like, you'll love it. And if not, you can cancel it. So there's a few things. There is no charge to join Scentsy Club. If they want to order six bars right now, but they don't want it till next month, that's fine. They can order it this month, set it up to run next month, and they will not have to pay a single thing right now. You can defer their first shipment. Or if they do want it right now, like if they place an order, my customer just got her samples of Bring Back My Bar. She told me 5 she wanted. So I talked to her about starting Scentsy Club and getting those 5 bars through Scentsy Club. She's going to get a 10% discount on that. And now she's in Scentsy Club and she'll get it forever. So next month or 3 months from now, she can decide if she wants to do that. So there's no other fee later if she doesn't want to, if she just wants it one time. Then I forgot what I was gonna say. So another thing that's really important for Scentsy Club is LTOs. Most of my customers that have Scentsy Clubs are Disney fans or are you gonna get down? Okay, you have to be quiet because I'm trying to talk, okay? They are big Scentsy or they're big Disney fans. So those Disney bars, they almost never come back. You know, we don't have Bring Back My Bar for Disney scents. So every once in a while they will come back. But when one comes out, almost everybody in my Scentsy Club will add that bar to their Scentsy Club to get those Disney scents, because those Disney scents are just so good. And just a little known fact, Stitch, which is coming next month, is the #1 scent by far in Scentsy Club. So more people get Stitch Scentsy bars than any other scent. Lacey said by far. And I mean, I don't blame them. It's a great scent. It's so good. And guess what? It's coming back next week. So order a bar of it, send it to your customers, and let them know. Like, I made a special little, I don't have it here, but I made a special little postcard to go with the Scentsy, the Stitch bar, so that, and it says, this is the #1 scent. Everybody loves this scent. You can get it in Scentsy Club forever. So you want to, make sure you're really marketing those things that they can't get anymore to grow your Scentsy Club and to get people to sign up to Scentsy Club. So the last kind of part for me is, why else do you want to market Scentsy Club right now besides it being important to your customers to get their bars? Where's the incentive? Yeah.
To get our next incentive.
Yeah. So you have to have 3 people, new people, sign up for Scentsy Club with at least $60. And that's before their discount. So $60, right? Or $50. It's $50 before the discount. And but you want to shoot for 60, because then they get that half price item. I mean, it would be a disservice to let somebody have a $50 Scentsy Club and then not get that half price item. So you need 3 people to do that, and then you earn the third part of the incentive, which is great. And I mean, not just that, but that's residual income, right? That's income that's just gonna really work for you when times are tough, when you're busy and things like that. So I'm gonna turn it over to Yvonne, and she's gonna talk to you a little bit more about Scentsy Club.
All righty. So hopefully that got you guys excited. I know I'm going to start just by telling you a little story because we're all about stories, right? And Better Together. And it just kind of got me thinking a little bit more about Scentsy Club and a little bit made me grateful for my Scentsy business. And so my story is going to my hairdresser. My hairdresser, well, her mom used to own the salon. So the mom owned the salon, the daughter kind of always worked there, right? And you know, hairdressers, they get paid by each haircut they give or each hair thing they do, right? Well, her mom all of a sudden broke her collarbone. Guess what her mom couldn't do anymore? She couldn't cut hair. But she still had her lease to pay. She still had all of her bills to pay. And she couldn't do anything because all of a sudden she had no way to make income. And it made me so grateful for my Scentsy business because even if I broke my collarbone right now, guess what? I'm still probably going to get paid because all I have to do is put in a $500 order and I'm going to get paid. Maybe I'm not going to go do an event or maybe I'm not going to go do home parties where I have to carry something, but I have that little cushion and I have that little retirement plan and I have that little residual income because of my Scentsy business. So just want you to think about that this is, if you know anybody who has a job like that, where they get paid by what they do, like a nail person or something like that, Scentsy would be a really good side gig for them so that they could have that residual income in case something happened. Because we always want to work smarter, not harder, right? So this is kind of where Scentsy Club comes into play too, because with Scentsy Club, you can get $500 in orders, $1,000 in orders, $2,000 in orders a month just with Scentsy Club subscriptions without really having to do anything. What would you guys think if you could get your $500 personal PRV requirement just with Scentsy Club orders and you never had to do anything? Wouldn't that be awesome? So awesome. And what do you think if you taught the people under you to do the same thing? If they all got their personal PRV 500 just from Scentsy Club orders, guess that what would do for you? Not only would it bring up your revenue because of your leadership bonuses, but all those little, you know, those active front lines that you need to get paid at title, or those active front lines that you need to get promoted or to promote, those would all be taken care of because the people under you are going to automatically get $200 a month and be active just with their Scentsy Club subscriptions. So I think it's a really amazing opportunity that I think a lot of us haven't really dove into yet. I remember watching two particular training videos, and one was with Chloe Cox. She has $2,000 to $3,000 in Scentsy Club subscriptions every month. And Lisa Roberry has $10,000 a month in Scentsy Club subscriptions, $10,000 a month. So why can't we do that? We can, we just need to push it, right? So when I saw those videos, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna do this. And I really made a concerted effort to do this last year. And I'll tell you how I did it in a minute. But I have 36 Scentsy Club subscribers now, and most months I have at least $500 in Scentsy Club subscriptions only. And so my goal by the end of the year is to up that to where I have $1,000 in Scentsy Club subscriptions. But I will tell you right now, if you don't set a goal and you're not tracking it, it's probably not going to happen. It's just going to be one of those things that's behind the scenes. Yeah, Scentsy Club's back there, but Scentsy Club is back there. Other people are doing Scentsy Club, but I'm not. But you can. And one thing that I would suggest that you do is I have a little on my calendar, have just a little thing where I put how many Facebook followers I have, how many Instagram followers I have, how many Scentsy Club subscribers I have, all those things. Put that on your calendar, and on the first of each month, look at it and write it down what it is for that month and make sure it's growing. Same with your VIP page and your business page. You want to make sure those numbers are always growing. You don't want to get stagnant, right? So you want to be adding Scentsy Club subscribers all of the time. So make it your goal. My goal, I think I've told you all, is 2,000 a month, 2 new team members, and 2 Scentsy Club subscribers. So maybe think of making that your goal too. You wanna have a goal. Otherwise, you're just gonna kind of forget about it. Also wanted to let you know about a book that I read a while ago. I haven't read it for a while, but it's called Beach Money. If you want a really inspirational book about how to make money while you're lying on the beach drinking a pina colada, it's a really good book. And Scentsy Club, I think, can help you do that. So Beach Money is the name of the book. So grab that on Amazon and check that out. So Scentsy is just giving us this really amazing tool to get these recurring orders so you don't have to work so hard. You can work smarter. Okay, so one thing I just want to ask you guys, you can raise your hands if you're on video, but how many of you already have a Scentsy Club subscription, your very own? Do you have your very own? Yay, I see lots of hands up. For those of you who aren't on video, if you're not raising your hand, I want you to get one, okay? You can't really push Scentsy Club if you don't even know what it is, if you don't even know how it works, if you don't even know where to go. Erica's raising her hand, see that? If you don't even know where to go to sign up or how to change it, or how Scentsy sends you a email 10 days before saying your club shipment's coming, do you want to change it, or that kind of thing. You need to have your own so that you know how to walk your people through it and you know how it works. Another great thing about having your own is that you can go live when you get it, and you should. Every time you get your Scentsy Club subscription, you should go live either in your VIP page or even on your personal timeline. Show them what's in there. Show them your favorites that you're getting that they can't get right now because you have it in your Scentsy Club. The one thing that I do with my Scentsy Club is I get a whiff box in my Scentsy Club. So I go live and show people what it is. I kind of don't do that until like the middle of the month. I kind of give I have a lot of people with Scentsy Club with box subscriptions. I don't want to ruin the surprise for them, but I'll go live and show people what's in there. I'll tell them if they're getting one and they don't want to see it to go away and don't watch. But I like to show them what's in there. I usually get orders from people maybe not in the Scentsy Club, or even get new Scentsy Club subscribers because I'm showing them what's in there. And right now with Scentsy upping the value of them, oh my gosh, it's just kind of a no-brainer. And then here's something that I do, and you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but in the past, I used to take all those things out of my Scentsy Club or out of my whiff box and put them back in my inventory just to sell. I mean, what else was I going to do with them, right? I just kind of divvied it up and put it back and sold them individually. And that was kind of like a waste, not a waste of Scentsy Club, but kind of. So what I do now in my VIP group, I do a monthly drawing, and I've just kind of got my VIPers trained on this. And sometimes I even do a monthly drawing over in my personal timeline for just doing something, right? To try to get people interactive on my page. But I just always say I'm doing a monthly drawing to get a ticket into my monthly drawing. And guess what the price is every month? It's my whiff box. It's easy to mail. It's ready to mail. Just got to slap that little thing on there. Yeah, it cost me $8 to send it to them. That's okay. But when they get that, they are so excited. And they're probably going to try some products that they didn't try before. And of course, you're going to follow up with them after they get it to see if they liked it, and maybe see if they want a Scentsy Club subscription, or let them know that the contents change at the first of each month and see if they want to order one. So there's lots of good benefits to having your own Scentsy Club subscription. Also, in having one, the way that the screen is filled or done, it's super user-friendly right now. And you're going to see the perks of having one, right? So with a $30 order, 10% off the order. With a $60 order, half price item. The fact that you can get bricks, the fact that you can always get my bar. You need to know these things. And I think it's easier to know these things when you have your own subscription. So make sure you do that. And if you don't know what to put in it, I would just encourage you to start with a whiff box. And then after that, maybe some LTOs. Again, I think Brandy talked about the brick by brick thing. The $50, it has to be a new club subscription. It has to be $50. So make sure it's a $60 order so that 10%, when it drops it, it's going to be $50. So no reason not to have a $60 order right now this month with that, telling them about the half price and trying to get the whiff box for half price. Okay, so that's kind of the importance of residual income and how Scentsy Club can help you with that. Now I want to tell you what I did last year when I decided I'm going to make this a priority and I'm going to get some Scentsy Club subscriptions. So the first thing I did was set that goal. Well, I wanted to do $500 a month, but I wanted 2 new club subscribers every month. So like I said, write it on your calendar. And then the other thing on my daily checklist, I have post about Scentsy Club, and I don't care where I post it that day, but I need to post it somewhere every day, because if you don't have that mentality to do it every day, you're going to forget about it. You're going to maybe post about it once a week. You're going to maybe a month's gone by and you haven't even posted about it at all because it's just in the back of your mind. But if you write it down that you have to do it every day, I think you're going to see some results, and just sprinkle it around. Don't post about it every day in your timeline, but sprinkle it, put it on Instagram, put it in your stories, put it in your project broadcast text, whatever you do, sprinkle it around, but once a day, post about it somewhere, maybe in your VIP group. The other thing, like I said, share when you get yours, share, open that. One thing you can do too is choose a day in your VIP group where you go into your order history and you find somebody's Scentsy Club order, and you don't have to say who it is, but you can just say, let's see what people are getting in their Scentsy Club, and show them what somebody got in there. Show them that they are getting cotton cleanups every month, or show them that they're getting whatever bar from forever ago. You know, she's getting Stitch, the number one thing. Let them know what other people are getting, because then they'll kind of maybe get a little FOMO and want to do that themselves. The other thing that I do is when somebody joins Scentsy Club, I make a big deal about it in my VIP page. I have a little Canva graphic that has a little confetti coming down and it says, welcome to the club. So I welcome them and I let them know. And again, that gives people a little FOMO, like, what is she doing over there? Why is she joining the club? And what is the club? So make a big deal about when somebody joins the club. Another thing that I do when somebody does a personal website order with me, I send a thank you to them, but I also want them to know about the club, right? You want everybody to know about it. So I have my these are rack cards from Vistaprint, and I just have my thank you, but I also did one in the Scentsy Club. So it just kind of has the perks. They can scan it. It has my website, but I also do a little felt sample on there and just says, add this to your club today. And then these can just go in a business envelope and go out in the mail. So that way, everybody who orders from me is going to hear about the Scentsy Club. Now, if they didn't order through my personal website, but they ordered from me, all of my order bags that we were talking about last week, they all have this sticker on it. Look at this sticker. It's huge, it's big, it's eye-catching, it's personalized, and you can get those in the Scentsy Consultant store. You can order them through Vistaprint. So go check that out. And so that's on the outside of the bag. And then on the inside of the bag, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. This is the same little rack card thing, but it's just a little postcard size. So it has all the perks, has my little QR code, and then I put on the back of this one is, add this to your Scentsy Club today, and I put a sample in there. So that goes in every one of my bags. So not only am I teasing them with you should join the club, I'm telling them how to join the club. Okay, so that's a couple things I do. The other thing that I do is when somebody joins the club, so the month after their Scentsy Club processes, I send everybody who's Scentsy Club processed a golden envelope. And I seriously use a golden envelope. These are from Amazon. And I send them something just after the month that they process. So I have 36 club members, but I usually send out about 10 to 15 golden envelopes because not all club orders process every month, right? Some people do monthly, some do bi-monthly, some do every 3 months. So I'm not sending it to every single person every time. But what I do with these golden envelopes, and I don't put a lot of stuff that costs me a lot of money in there, but I try to put samples of like the LTOs in there. I try to put samples of the Father's Day collection bars. I try to put things in there that they can add to their Scentsy Club. And I also try to educate them on their Scentsy Club. So I always put like a little flyer with it, maybe letting them know about the referral link or letting them know about bring back my bars. You need to put these in your club this month while you can, or put some bring back my bar samples in there. Those kind of things are what I put in my golden envelopes. And then of course I go to the Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby and throw something seasonal kind of in there, whether it be, I think last month, what did I put in there? I put a little sunscreen and those fun little flamingo straws or whatever from Dollar Tree. I forget what else, something summery. Kool-Aid, I think a Kool-Aid pack. So it's going to be something fun so that they look forward to getting that in the mail. And then I put this little, I do the golden envelope, I have golden tissue paper, and then I put this little label on the front of the golden tissue paper. And it basically just says, I just love my Scentsy Club members. I love to spoil my Scentsy Club members and treat you like gold. Every month when your Scentsy Club order processes, the following month I'll send you a golden envelope filled with samples and other goodies. Any month when you post a picture on Facebook, when you open your Scentsy Club order and or the golden envelope and tag me, I'll give you a ticket into my monthly drawing as a thank you. It's an easy way to maybe get a new club member with your referral link and earn the rewards. So I'm just kind of training them to help me spread the word while I'm spoiling them a little bit. So that's basically what I've been doing to try to get more Scentsy Club subscribers, and it's been working for me. So I wanted to share it with you guys. You may have some other ideas and things that are working for you, and we can share those in the chat in a minute. But I want to also give you just a little idea that I heard on, I think it was Thursday night shift. Melissa Groffs was on there, and she was sharing how she was getting some Scentsy Club subscriptions. And I thought it was kind of genius because we can send out flyers and we can send out graphics all you want, but you might not get the results that you want by sending out these flyers and graphics, right? Because people don't really know what Scentsy Club is, and they don't really know the benefits of it, even if they're reading all of everything on the graphic. But what she said, she was having really good results with actually picking up the phone and talking with somebody about Scentsy Club. And I don't know if can you equate this to maybe when you're in line at Costco and they ask you, they want to see your card, and then they give you all the benefits of joining the executive club or whatever. Or when, I don't know if you guys go to Camping World, they want you to join Sam's Club. I'm not Sam's Club, the Good Sam Club. So you get all of these perks and everything. And when they give you all of those perks, you can almost not say yes because it's such a good deal, right? Kind of like my choice A and choice B when I do my Facebook parties. Like you can get the $75 in free product and 3 half-price items, or you can get the host exclusive starter kit and this in product credit and this in host credit and or half-price items and this in commissions, and you're going to earn the $300 shooting star kit. I mean, all these things, you can almost not say no to it, right? So you might want to think about having some conversations with people about Scentsy Club. And this is what she was doing, and this is what we are going to challenge you guys to do this week. So get out your pens, get out your paper. And this is basically, it was either a private message or a text that she was sending. And she was just saying, I was looking over your past purchases and wanted to send something your way. Scentsy has a monthly subscription program. Do you have a few minutes to chat about it? I have a special this month and immediately thought of you. So that's simple. I'm going to say it one more time for those of you who might be writing. I was looking over your past purchases and wanted to send something your way. Scentsy has a monthly subscription program. Do you have a few minutes to chat about it? I have a special this month and immediately thought of you. So either they're going to say no, yes, whatever. But if they say yes, guess what? You're going to pick up the phone and you're going to call them. And guess what the special is this month? It's not even a special that you have to have. It's that stinking good whiff box, you guys. Such a good whiff box, $64 of product for $30. Or you're going to let them know how they can get it for $15 by having a qualifying order. So just start that process. And what we're wanting you to do is to what is it? What did we decide, Brandy? Do you remember? How many conversations are we wanting them to have for the challenge? 5? Do you remember? I can't remember. What do you guys think? 5 conversations a day, or text 5 people a day and try to have at least one conversation. So text 5 people a day, try to have at least one conversation, like a physical verbal conversation, not like typing. And so by next week, that would be 7 conversations. Try to have 7 conversations with people about Scentsy Club. Another thing you can think about if you want, because it'll be one-on-one communication, you can offer a special this month or even next month for somebody joining your Scentsy Club, right? So if you really want to amp up your Scentsy Club subscriptions, you could offer them something for doing a $60 order. You could offer them a free 6-pack, which sounds like a lot, but you could. And you could use your perpetual party reward to pay for it. Is that worth it to you to have a residual $60 order coming in each month? It might be more than that later. It might be less than that later, but it also might help you earn the brick by brick incentive. So there's lots of different things you can do and you can be creative with. But we want you to start those texts or start those private messages. Send as many out as you can in order to have one conversation a day for the next 7 days. Okay, and then we want to hear about your results next week when we meet. All right. Does anyone have any questions about that challenge, or Brandy, hop on in?
I was just going to ask, could you say Melissa's thing one more time?
Yes, I can. Says looking over your past. Oh, so this is the thing, looking over your past purchases. So you're only going to really send this to your best customers, right? You're not just going to send it to anybody. But looking over your past purchases, I was looking over your past purchases and wanted to send something your way. Scentsy has a monthly subscription program. Do you have a few minutes to chat about it? I have a special this month and immediately thought of you. And when we get done here, if you guys want to stay on afterwards too, if you're not comfortable like with having that conversation, we can kind of give you some ideas of what to say. But I think you could figure it out, letting them know the perks, especially this month with the whiff box. All right.
One other.
Oh, you just muted yourself.
Muted, then unmuted. Was if you already have, I just learned this last week. If you already have some customers that are in Scentsy Club, you know, Yvonne was talking about sending her the gold club thank you, but also check in with them to make sure that they're happy with their club. I had a customer who never like updated her club. And so she had one car bar. She was paying $15 every month to get one car bar. And so finally I was like, give me your login. And what else do you want? Let's make this a $30 club so you're getting your money's worth, because paying $15 for one car bar every month is just ridiculous. So so check in with them, you know, look at their club, you can see what they're getting, and you can recommend things to them also. Like I have a customer that she likes all of those leafy green, you know, like rainforest, bungalow, ocean, like those really like earthy, fresh smells. So when new scents come out like kukui, whatever, and coconut, I sent her a sample and said, I think you're gonna like this one for your Scentsy Club. The other thing is, if a customer is not happy with their club, like sometimes they set it up and they just keep forgetting to cancel it. I had a customer who had 5 bars of like World Traveler or something like that every month. And all of a sudden I got a message from Scentsy customer service saying she canceled, or she called in, so you should reach out to her. So I reached out to her, and she actually canceled her entire club because she had too many. Obviously, she's getting 5 bars of the same scent every month. But if I had been checking in with her and asking her, you know, are you good with your club? Do you need to make any changes? She could have told me then, and I could have told her, okay, let's downgrade it to like 5 bars every 3 months. You know, and now she canceled her whole club and she can't get that set anymore. And she's kind of pissed. But that's partly my fault because I wasn't checking in with her. Her fault for calling Scentsy instead of me. And Scentsy for just canceling. You know, they should have just been like, talk to your consultant. But so that's really important to talk to your customers that already have club and make sure that they're happy with it. And personally, when I set up clubs, I help my customers set them up. You know, I'll do it on my end, but I put it as their, you know, their email, their password and everything. And I had these little postcards made, and it just has your club login is and your password is, so that I then mail this to them. And you could just write it on a piece of paper. You could text it to them, put it in the notes on their name, contact, but that way you have their login so that you can help them. You know, it's just like when anytime you have to make changes to something and it's difficult, my go-to is cancel. This is too hard, cancel. And Scentsy is really easy, but sometimes people just don't have time for it. So be that concierge for them, help them get that set up, and so they know what it is that they're doing, and to make sure it's right. And then that way you can go and make changes if you need to.
Yeah, another thing I forgot to add that I do, I did 2 YouTube videos. One was how to set up a Scentsy Club, and another one was how to edit a Scentsy Club subscription. And I post those in my VIP group once in a while, just to show them, because I think they are kind of afraid, like, how am I going to do this, or what am I going to do, or whatever. But I do a little video and do my little screen share so they can see exactly how to do it and exactly how easy it is to make changes to it too. So that might be something you want to do, is just a nice little tool. And if somebody ever asks me, now, how do I do that? I can even pop it in a private message to them. And then when Brandy was talking about that little postcard she does, another little trick, I've set up a couple Scentsy Club subscriptions just for some of my older customers who don't really use computers much, but I put that information to them in a private message on Facebook and not a text, because the text, it can get deleted, right? But the private messages are always there. So I knew in my head, if I ever needed to go back and find it for them, I could just scroll through those private messages and find it. So that's kind of another little tip. Does anybody else, well, is it time, Brandy, to, no, we still got time. So we can either stop the recording and open up for questions, or we can have questions now.
Yeah, we'll just, if anybody has any questions about Scentsy Club, we'll try and keep it on topic. And then if we're done with that, we'll just stop the recording and then you can add.
Okay. Or anything anybody's done that works that we didn't share. We'd love to hear that too.
I just hopped on, so I don't know if you guys already shared this, but keeping track of what people are ordering. So if people ordered a air purifier, they're pretty invested in that because it is like a more expensive product. So offering the Scentsy Club just for that is gonna, like, I got a few that were really interested in getting that like every 1 or 2 months because they have to have that filter with it. So if you go back in your orders and, you know, see who ordered it, I would definitely talk to those people.
Yeah, that's great, because you could get a 6-pack of pods for $50. There's your incentive person. Well, you probably want to make it a little bit more, 60. And then they can get their air filter for half price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good idea. And I don't know if you guys know this, I don't know if we've done it over here, but when you go into the reporting tab in Scentsy and you click on sales reports, I believe it is, and then you can click on promotion follow-up. There is a report in there that tells you who's ordered any of the current Bring Back My bars in the past. So you don't have to go back through your order history to find that if you don't want to. It's a little one-stop little touch of the button where you can find that if you entered your orders that way. If you entered your orders correctly, Scentsy does that for us. So that makes it really easy to go back and see who bought those in the past.
You said, Jen, or not Jen, Brandy, that you can, if they have like 6 of the same scent and it's discontinued, can you make it a lower amount without losing the whole thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can lower it to, you can change your frequency. So if you have it every month, so you can always lower, right? So you can't go up unless it's still available. So you can lower the frequency. So You go from every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, or you can lower it and say, I want 3 every month instead of 5. So just as long
Okay.
as you're lowering,
Okay.
and you can't
And
go
then,
back.
right. And then if a customer signed up this month, but they only had a $30 order, if they added to it and made it 60, would it still count towards the incentive? So it has to
Maybe
be
you wanna
one new
share
one.
that.
Yep. In one order, $50 order.
Mhm.
Okay. So they have to
But-
start with 50 or more.
They can
Alright.
make a new club with a new email address and it will count.
Okay.
What
Yeah,
was that,
so-
Kathleen?
You can make a new club with a new email address and it will count incentive for the incentive.
Oh,
But if they have discontinued things in it, they won't get that. It would have to be a
So-
new $50 club.
So if you have somebody who is like getting those bars every 3 months and they want to get it like monthly, they can't do that.
Uh-uh.
oh, I think you can.
No, because that's increasing.
I know, but I think that was like a perk of it. That was the only way you could increase it, was to bring that down. I really think when they did all that, they said that that was okay. You could call customer support just to make sure, but they were like, that's the only way you can increase it, is to go from a monthly or a quarterly or bi-monthly down to a monthly.
I don't know.
I would check on that because I really think they said that, so.
I think you're right, because they actually sometimes will ask you if you want to merge. If you have a monthly and like a bi-monthly, it'll ask you if you want to merge them to one.
Yeah,
But I thought if you merged it, it went to the lesser one. So like if you had a 1 month and a 2 month, it would go to the 2 month, not to 1 month.
I'm not
Well,
sure.
now this is getting confusing.
I don't think that comes up very often, but we could check on it. I'll check on it tomorrow, and then I'll let Brandy and Christy know, and they can let you guys know.
I just wanted to say that Scentsy Club, like, it's been something that I haven't really like thought about as a big thing in my business, but now this incentive is kind of like really opened my eyes to like, this could be something big. You could have 500 PRV on, automatically every month, and not, I was kind of, I had a few people and like a couple dropped off, so I kind of got discouraged. But if you're building your club subscribers consistently, you're going to have that every single month, and it's just like, it's endless possibility for that.
I totally agree with you on that too, because especially if you have any customers that are like outside of a desired delivery area, especially at $6 for gas, you just have to spend it. You have to tell them, hey, it's the only way you can get 10% off.
Yeah. The other thing that we didn't talk about, am I still muted? Is the referral program, and it's not something I really have even talked to my customers about yet, because I feel like I'm still getting them on board with Scentsy Club, but for every dollar your customer spends in Scentsy Club, they get 1 point. So if you have somebody that gets, $100 club or a $50 club every month, every 2 months, they're racking up points. Then if you refer somebody, so you personally don't get these, but as a consultant, but so say, your best friend has a Scentsy Club and she has her mom get a Scentsy Club, she'll get 2 points for every dollar her mom spent. Those points add up, and for every 25 points, you get $1 off an order, and it goes all the way up. You can trade in your points at different times, so you can save $1 every 25 points, or if you want to save up to 1,000 points, you get $40 off. So the more points you earn, the more dollars off you get.
Yeah, and I would love to brainstorm about how to make that work good, because I think that's really a cool program that we haven't really tapped into yet. One thing that I learned just last week too was, and because we don't see this side of it, because we don't see the referral link, we don't have a referral link, but I guess there is a button they have to check that says like, I agree to do the referral. And then another button they can check to apply the referral points to their next Scentsy Club order. So it'll just roll over and it'll take it off their next Scentsy Club order. But that's something that we don't see that we might need to let our customers know about, that they, in order to even get the referrals, they have to click that I agree thing. And they expire. They don't last very long, 180 days, I think.
So my my husband is gonna set up his club for root beer. And well, let me go back. So I personally have 2 different Scentsy clubs, right? I have one comes every 3 months and one comes every 2 months. And the every 3 months, I think, is mine. But then the every 2 months one is all the Disney bars, because I have customers always asking and at events and stuff. So I have Disney bars in my club. But I leave my 1 month, my every month club open for like last minute things kind of thing. Like that's the one that I can cancel anytime. And I also, in my 3-month club, so next month in August, I'll put the Scentsy bars for fall that I love, that my customers love, that I'm like, oh gosh, if they don't come back, I'm gonna have some devastated people. So I put it in July. I put it in July and I don't get one then. I have it for 3 months out, right? So August, September, October. So I'll get it once in October, the summer scents, and you can skip it one time, right? So I might skip that one because I really don't need them yet. Then, so August, September, October, November, December, January. In January, we know what scents are coming back. So you can get them if they're not coming back, but then cancel out the ones that are coming back. So you don't have to worry about stocking up on them. But like Kathleen said, you can have multiple Scentsy clubs with different email addresses. So I'm starting to get really stuffy. I use a different email. I use my like business email for that Scentsy club to make sure that, like, gosh, heaven forbid, very snowy spruce doesn't come back, but I don't necessarily want to stock up on it. So it's in my club for the fall, and I'll find out in a few days and I'll cancel it out of my club before it runs the next time. Do you have a question, Whitney? Okay. That might have been confusing, but if you have questions on that, you can.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Work the system.
Yeah. So like, it would be good also to have something, not an email, not your consultant email. That's where I was going with this. Like your husband, or just make up a generic email that you could use so that you can see how those perks work and how those referrals work.
All right, it is 7:30. We want to stop the recording and then we can chat. But don't forget the homework. We're going to check with you next Monday. So text as many people as you can. Try to have 1 conversation a day. That would be 7 conversations by next Sunday or next Monday. And if you don't have them all on the same day, that's okay. But try to have 7 phone conversations.